Lights, camera, action. That's Hollywood's mantra, but what about the rest of us? From Instagram to Snapchat, Facebook, and more, we each want to learn how to make our photos pop and tell the real story of our lives. So we decided to kick it with a pro and get the scoop on how to bring the razzle-dazzle of a photo shoot to our everyday lives. Oh, and find out who she's following on Instagram. Are you thirsty yet? Let's get quenched. Here kicking it at the Wonder Bread Factory with Victoria Ford, the photographer behind Sneak Shot Photography. Thanks so much for joining me.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, so first of all, I need to know, what is Sneak Shot? What's behind the name?
I'm a sneakerhead, and this name has morphed through many different things. I used to go by Sneaker Lancaster, which no one really knew. I knew it. Created a whole alter ego, and then so cute. When I decided to do photography, like go into it more, I didn't want to use Victoria Ford. I didn't want to use Vickey Ford. So I went back on the sneak thing, and I was like, well, I like sneakers. And I'm using the camera, so I was like, I'm getting shots, so I put it together to sneak shots. And I also linger in shadows. So you okay,
I like that. So what kinds of photography do you do? Do you focus on?
Concert photography. Music and photography are two of my passions. I can't sing. I can't play an instrument. But I love music. My mom started taking me to the record stores when I was 3, and she would let me just go around and pick whatever I want. And she also took me to my first concerts, so I've always had a love for music. And then I also used all of her Polaroid camera stuff, which wasn't really
oh my God.
But
Polaroid, I love it. I love it.
I would always go to shows, and in my mind, I would capture these images. So as I got older, I decided to pick up a camera so I can capture images and moments. So I really love lighting at concerts. So.
I love it. Okay, what was your favorite concert?
Oh, can't do that.
I know.
I mean, what decade? What decade we talking about? When I was
90s.
a kid? 90s. All right.
Because that's my favorite musical decade for hip hop is 90s, all day, every day.
Anything New Jack Swing. Guy. DVD.
Yes.
There's some video footage I need to show you of DVD and myself.
All right. Okay, I'm here for it all day, every day. Yes. You have shot some amazing people. Namely, okay, my favorite, Black Thought, which I told you before, Usher. What is your most memorable shoot that you've done?
Probably Gil Scott-Heron, and shooting more of the older music legends. So I've done Gil Scott-Heron, and I've also shot Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker, who's from Cream, the rock band, and Blind Faith, and he also did an album with Fela. So he's a jazz. He started off as a jazz drummer, moved on to rock. It's a little crazy, but it was awesome.
And how long have you been shooting?
Roughly since about 2008.
2008. That's fantastic. Do you even know how many shots that you've done?
No.
Like hundreds, thousands?
We're in like thousands. My hard drive tell me that I need a new hard drive.
Nice.
And I'm on the 3rd one.
Okay, so here's the thing. Everyone nowadays believes that they are a photographer, right? iPhonography, it's a thing. So what would be your top 5 tips to give novices like me to help our Instagrams pop? So coming in at number 5 on your list.
Know your angles. Play with them a little bit.
Okay.
So you may try to shoot something low, might not look right. Go a little higher. Go a little higher, even crop out the side a little bit. So give a little part of your face. That could work too. If you have big bright eyes, focus on your eyes.
Okay. So know your angles. So I need to play in the mirror a little bit more.
No, just play in the front part of your phone.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Coming in at number 4.
Filters. You can take a picture and it looks great, but you can add a filter and it'll pop.
Let me tell you something. I live and die by filters. I know that people on Instagram, you do no filter, but let me tell you, I live by them. What is your favorite one? Do you have one?
No, actually, I don't even really like all of the Instagram filters. Okay. There's another app called VSCO, and they have amazing filters.
All right.
I'll show it to you.
All right. All right. Number 3 on your list of Instagram pops.
Backgrounds. So, like the one that we're sitting behind would make a great photo. Because it's something going on. It doesn't take completely away from you, but it adds something to the background. Okay. Your toilet, your sink, bathtub.
No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Right? Like, because I get the allure of the bathroom selfie because you have the mirror, you can show your phone. Okay, and it's the lighting. But we have to crop out, blur out the toilet. It's not a good look. No. It ain't good. Okay, number 2 on your list.
Show your personality.
Okay.
So if your personality is outgoing, if you like to eat food, by all means, take pictures of your food. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
No struggle plate stuff, unless you're going to talk about the plate.
The fact that it's struggling.
Exactly.
Okay.
Other than that, you know, watch out for your booty butt cheeks, because your coworkers might be watching.
Right. Not everybody is an Amber Rose, y'all. Okay.
So basically, just know your personality.
Show the personality of your page, right? Because people have gotten fired, right? The school teacher taking the sexy selfie, not the best look for your professional game. So I get that.
Make your page private. Then you can let in who you want to let in.
Okay. All right. And number 1 on your iPhoneography, pop your Instagram page.
Don't try so hard. Don't try. That kind of leads back into number 2. Your personality, not your friend's personality, not your cousin's, not your mama's. Yours. Just don't try so hard. Have fun with it. It's a fun page. Instagram is ultimately for fun. And if you are a photographer, don't put too many selfies of yourself
on your page.
Right. Show
your work.
Right.
Okay.
Use it as a marketing tool as well.
All right. And before we get out of here, because let me tell you something. I don't follow too many people on Instagram, and I actually want to follow more people so that I can get a sense of what other folks are doing. Who would be your 5 photographers on Instagram that we should follow? Number 5.
Number 5. That would be Rabbi B. She's a photographer out of New York. She shoots a lot of events for Def Jam and stuff like that. And her personal stuff that she shoots is really nice as well, like boudoir. She just runs the gamut. She's just a really wide range of stuff.
All right. Number 4.
Forever 12. Her name is Corinne Conway. She's also based out of New York. Really great photographer. She's actually starting another side Instagram page called Framed by 12, which is basically shots that she takes of people who wear glasses.
Oh, how cute! Okay, I love that. All right. Number 3.
Kinsey Cakes. Kinsey Cakes is I actually encountered her on Instagram via Lenny Kravitz's photographer, Matthew Billion, I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. But I love your work though.
I love Lenny.
I started following her, and she's fresh out of photography school, and her work is really nice, really amazing. She knows lighting, and she's just a sweet girl. So, Kinsey Cakes.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, Martha Cooper Graham. Martha Cooper is an old school hip hop photographer. She's also based out of New York. She came up around the era of like with Ricky Powell, so all the Def Jam, Run DMC, all that old hip hop stuff. And she also does travel photography now, so she's been traveling. Her Instagram is really bright and colorful.
Oh, I love that.
Bright and color and hip hop is your thing. Martha's your girl.
All day, every day. Okay, number 1 on your list.
Number 1 is MLLT Photos, also based out of New York. Her name is Joanne, and she basically shoots more events. And what else does she do? Well, right now she's been doing more of her life. So you'll see a bunch of her daily to-dos with her granddaughter, who's character. She's amazing. So it's just she just shows her life right now as opposed to her events.
So, and I love the fact that it was all women that you shouted out for us to follow that are photographers on Instagram. Thank you so much for coming by the Quench.
Thank you for having me.
Now you have to follow me on Instagram and see if I take your advice.
Okay, because I'll tell you if you did.
Next time on The Quench, your pocket-sized guide to pop culture, we're debunking myths about wine with the brilliant sisters behind the wine brand Trouvé, the McBride sisters. That's it for us here at the Wonder Bread Factory. Consider yourself quenched. Until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.